to like focus around these platforms, because they're pretty big platforms. They're not.
I feel like they do contribute a lot, especially in sort of ledge pressure scenarios, because it's an area. It's sort of that.
That's where when you jump from ledge, that's where you tend to kind of end up going, if as long as you're not like, oh, we're in too much there.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Here we start and bomb. Boom.
Just as we say, every single time Palu is getting a hit. Oh, put that grenade on the ground and got caught out of the edge. Had Snake, all right.
General scales actually looking really strong start here.
A very fast start, not kind of traditional to see Snake's kind of going at 100 miles an hour. Ooh, makes the correct read, but doesn't quite read.
Get the timing right.
Doesn't quite get the timing, so that dash tag gonna kind of whiff. Strong as hell approach option. Weird enough that he's got it, but well, yeah.
Lovely B reverses there. Those B reverses are actually harder to do than a lot of characters.
Of course, because it's a
finicky input.
Yeah, but because of grenade being a frame 1 kind of pull, you kind of...
You have less room for error.
Yeah, it's a very tight timing. But Scale's doing it very, very impressively.
Great use of the grenade to cover his recovery there. Great C4 as well near the ledge.
Absolutely. When you drop the C4 in the air, it's a lot less of a visible animation.
It is.
Than if because Snake isn't leaning down and putting it on the ground.
Oh, look at that. I think that must have been a misinput.
Definitely.
Probably a B reverse grenade.
Again, that's the classic of high execution options. Eventually, you might fuck it up. You might flub up.
Esports.
Flub up? I don't know what you're on about.
All right.
Oh,
great use of the grenade there. He just pulls it out. You can't even see when it pulls it out. You've got to be listening for these audio cues.
Absolutely. It doesn't look like they have headphones on, so it might be a touch difficult. That's a guaranteed setup. Down,
yeah, that is.
Down throw into up tilt, that's going to kill everyone pretty much at that point. Unless your name's like Bowser.
Interesting thing, I think that he put the C4 on the platform there. I think C4 on platforms is actually exceptionally strong because not only does it cover the platform, it actually covers very slightly below the platform as well.
It does,
and
especially when like humanoid characters like Palutena are very tall.
That's what I was about to say.
Sorry,
yeah, tall characters, isn't it? Ah, it's cool. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, we're grooving. Oh, yeah. Oh, we see a hard read, not quite panning out. Oh, that up smash is very, very lackluster. That's scary.
Yeah, I think that move is one of the. It's just a seriously underrated Snake tool.
Having played this matchup with Snake Ridley, I can, Lordy, I can agree.
Yeah.
Cannot get off that ledge sometimes.
And that might be what he wants to go for. Seeing as the Nikita is going to be a lot harder to hit now, the up smash near the ledge creates so much pressure, puts you in such a tough situation. But an up air catch of the double jump,
chasing that high option.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Palutena is kind of traditionally very much like that jump from ledge option.
Yeah.
Players in general in this game very much like to opting for jump, that reduced jump spot across the board. Oh, another, not going to kill it quite so early.
He goes up.
In Smash 4, maybe it'd be a different story, but here, it's not going to kill just yet.
Yeah. There was a good recovery there, using the grenades again. Oh, he was looking for that buffer up tilt again. Didn't quite get it.
Didn't quite get the percent he needed. Oh, that jab is very bizarre. It feels inconsistent, but it's actually a very fast jab one. So,
it is, but it's just like, I mean, he has so many better options. The F tilt, the up tilt.
He does, absolutely.
So, in terms of CQC, great catch.
Was that a reverse up air?
I think it was, yeah.
That makes that so much harder to DI. It's such a hard move to see what way you're facing.
And another thing, actually, is that because he was approaching with a reverse aerial rush, Snake thought he was, he's going to come in with a back air. So he jumps, and then he gets that red with the up air. So
yeah, of course, back air is such a strong option in those like trading situations.
Exactly.
It's just it's not as much as it was. It used to be one of the 3 good Palutena moves back in the day.
Dash attack, back air, and down throw.
Jab.
Yeah, jab, of course. Much worse in this game.
Jabs across the board, unless your name is Crom and Roy are pretty... I'm not bad.
Yeah, no, you're right. Wolf was pretty good.
Wolf's is tasty.
Inkling, Roy's. But that's a bit of a tangent. Get back in.
No, they don't have the utility they used to.
No.
But regardless, into game 2, see if Scales can bring this back. We're going back to Stadium, or is this a different Stadium? I can't remember.
No, this is Stadium 1. They both went to Stadium 1 before.
Yeah.
I think Stadium 1 is turning out to be the preferred choice for a lot of people, just because of those slightly lower platforms and the slightly less wide stage, making it a tiny bit more neutral.
I can understand that, but at the same time, I find it a bit weird that Scales would want a bit more neutral situations in this matchup.
I feel like neutral is exactly what he wants, because he wants to set up those traps, he wants to set up those grenades and stay away from Palutena.
That's fair, that's fair. But like, why would you not want to go to the larger stage of the two then?
That's a fair point.
But regardless. Let's not get. I'm getting caught up. I apologize. Oh, no reverse on that grenade. That would have alleviated a lot of pressure for Scales there. But managing to get back to that stage, using that forward tilt, establish a bit of stage control.
Great pressure. That up tilt does so much shield damage.
And there's just nothing
completely
you can really
unpunishable,
do about it. And when you get stuck in shield, trying to like prevent it, that's when you get that C4 planted on you. And that's when you get the really silly setups.
Although, like, me and a few others were talking about this recently, is that you don't really want to be in platforms in this game. Platforms, I feel like, because of the lack of shield dropping and generally shield pressure being better in general, like, there's no reason to be on a platform because it's just unsafe pressure, unsafe scenarios. Like, you're always going to get pressured.
That was potentially not quite an SD, but looked like a flub from Scales. He didn't look like he was supposed to die from that situation. Like, kind of after being off stage for a little while, just kind of faded into the blast zone potentially.
Oh, unfortunate.
It's always unfortunate to see that sort of thing.
Oh, I like the read attempt there. Good use of the grenade to break out of that.
Absolutely. There is one exception, of course, to the not wanting to be on platforms, and that's Snake holding a grenade.
Yeah, that is
a hard situation to really approach. You just gotta kind of let him be.
Yeah. I feel like Snake in this situation needs to be going for a little bit more CQC, at least getting in his face and using, abusing the fact that really Nair out of shield is Palutena's only option, but the great C4 drop completely, yeah.
Like the instant, it was like I'd about registered that it had happened and it was already going off.
Yeah.
That's some scary stuff. I'm also really loving General Scales' recovery options. We talked earlier about how Palutena has a lot of stuff to kind of deal with the recovering Snake, but he's not really been edge guarded that much.
No, he hasn't. He's been staying on stage and going for ledge trapping. That's been SCR's thing for all the time, though.
Of course,
he loves his edge trapping.
Corrin a god of that with that there.
Yeah.
Just kind of
Diddy Kong as well.
True. Just kind of transferring those skills over pretty nicely.
I thought it was a nice little pressure situation there, using the net to drift off stage and then get into a safe scenario on the ledge, but not safe enough, because if he goes up high, he's just going to get gone.
Yeah, people are kind of starting to sour a little bit on Explosive Flame, but that's definitely a situation where it's very hard to avoid those up high options.
Oh, good recovery there, using the teleport edge cancel.
It's so hard to really avoid, counteract those. There's so many potential options that Palutena could be going for.
Yeah.
You just kind of almost have to accept it sometimes, which is a bit terrifying, but...
Ooh.
Of course.
You've got to be careful for that C4 now. Oh, that shield damage. He actually damaged his own shield quite a substantial amount. And that might actually end up buying him in the back.
That looked like a Oh, and then it detonates on its own.
That's unfortunate.
That 27, I want to say, second time.
Maybe looking a little bit tilted right now.
Yeah, this is looking a bit dire. Scales on his last stock and about to reach 3 digits. And SCR kind of toying with him a little bit. He knows that he's...
That move is just safe. He can't do anything about it.
It's completely safe. Unless he whiffs it, picks that wrong spacing, in which case it becomes a bit scary.
No, he's going to get him off stage.
And Nikita... Oh,
it almost came up, but actually the hitbox of the Nair allowed him to use it. The C4's down.
Very, very extended high recovery from Scales. Using that Nikita the Cypher very early. The throw tech, let's go. We got Street Fighter in here.
Oh no, he's holding a grenade. He really needs to get rid of that. Now he's back on the off stage in the corner. Such a bad situation.
SCR looking for that back throw.
Yeah.
He's not going to find it.
Really,
this
really
might
bad
be
situation.
Okay, tech!
I killed himself off the top!
Straight past the ledge.
No way!
That's crazy.
Well,
he didn't even have a chance to tech. He didn't go near the wall.
No,
or at least he just skimmed right past it.
You'd imagine he would have been DIing in to do that, but...
Yeah.
Unfortunately.